Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to Arcanum Theory of Magic. It's an incremental wizard builder RPG. I played it a long time ago, back in, was it early 2022, and really enjoyed it, and unfortunately lost my save file on a previous computer, so it's kind of one of those where, sure, let's start over, and let's do something different. I don't even remember what build I had. But you start as a basic stable boy and work your way up to Archmage, eventually taking on students and then respecking, prestiging as them instead, which I think is actually really cool. So the entire setup here is, once again, basic, just web UI. It's available via GitHub. I'll have a link in the description below, and of course it's totally free. And we are an idle waif with no prospects to speak of, so we can rest and relax, or we can clean some stables. Cost me some stamina. Okay, can I not do more of these? Oh, gold is full, so we might as well buy a gold pouch. And then we relax to get some resources back. This might be something that I can specifically shift in one to quick. If I just do clean stables, looks like it can buy up to 3 pouches. And I can just mash the 2 button for some of those. We can also get a purse. Oh, but we must relax. And it doesn't seem like there's any way that I can, like, mash scrolls or anything like that. So we can also buy a scroll. Cost me 10 gold. Maybe. I like the idea of being this child with actually a shocking amount of money from just cleaning stables. In fact, I'm actually kind of questioning this situation a little bit. Purely from the perspective of, like, I don't think you get a gold, 2.5 gold for cleaning stables. I think you'd be very much in the copper territory and nothing more. You'd be poor as dirt. So, okay, so as long as I don't click clean stables, I actually stay in the resting state. Looks like we're maxed on gold though, so let's buy some scrolls. Oh, looks like we still are resting. So I'll just buy a whole bunch of scrolls. So what does a scroll do for us? Research rate, max research. So we can also study, which increases our research by an amount. But I think the best thing I can possibly do is get as many scrolls as I can snag. So Satchel increases the amount of scrolls I can have. We can also look into getting an apprenticeship. I'm curious if there's like an alternative route here. There might be, there might not be. I do wish this is the kind of game you could actually set your own speed just a little bit, you know, make it so the stamina comes back faster. I guess that would kind of circumvent some of the progression systems, but still. But yeah, I wonder if I can skip being an apprentice entirely, just by researching super duper hard. Probably not. But you never know. Because yeah, I can become an apprentice, gives me a skill point, gives me some max research, and Wizrobe experience. I don't remember that being a thing previously. Well, do we want to study? Does cost me some stamina over time. I guess we could try studying, at least for a moment. So we also have main and players. Oh, our name is Wizrobe. Excuse me. No, it's not. We're the Wobbly. We are the Waif. We have 5 health, stamina. Oh, right, because you can also go fight things. I forgot about that. It's been a while. Okay, so we're slowly burning this. It doesn't look like I can use research on anything at the moment. So let's probably put most of our stamina back into just buying more scrolls and increasing our research capacities. Yeah, how many scrolls can I have? 25. If we max out on scrolls and research and still haven't made any, like, new alternative paths, then I'll go for an apprenticeship. The main reason why I'm doing this is because there are alternate paths that you can take through this game, a lot of different classes, and, like, a lot of different specializations. And so I was quite curious to see if there was like an alternative option to apprenticeship that I could go into right from the get-go. Like just becoming a self-made mage or something like that. But it looks like, nope, can't do that. Well, that's fine. Okay, do we study? I mean, probably. Yeah, research rate, 0.125 per second. So it'd take a little while for me to max out on knowledge. Yeah, it doesn't look like we've got anything else. So let's go back to relaxing. I'm just going to max out my gold, and then we'll look into it. I don't know if cleaning stables goes away. I'm sure there are probably better money sources, but you never know. There we go. Alright, looks like we are capped. Become an apprentice. Cost 10 research and 20 gold. Gets me a skill point, max research, and I gain 1 experience myself. So we can no longer... Okay. That's fine. Run errands for virtue. So what else can we do? Oh, Halloween. I can filch pumpkins, steal pumpkins from nearby homes. Gets me trickery experience, and gets me pumpkins, so that's an option. Let's take a look at skills. We have mage lore. Nothing more important to a wizard than the depth of their lore. Cost 20 research, progress cost 0.2 stamina per second, increases max research, and I mean, I think I have to. I don't think I have too much of a choice. Oh, and I can do chores if I want to. So what else do we have? Home. So we can, no space remaining, buy or sell items for your home. Well, currently we just don't have any space. We also have converters. Wow. Okay, this is new. Oh, move in. Alcove. Max floor space 5. Goodbye hayloft. Costs me nothing, so I might as well grab that. So cot increases my resting rate. So I think we want to grab that above all else. Let's go back to main. I'm going to do chores for 2. Because 1 is relax. Okay. Back to player home. So birdcage gives us extra research. Basin gives us water. Potted milkweed gives us also max research. Scroll rack, more scrolls, which is good. Small chest, reduce floor space, increase inventory, and increases the amount of gold I can have, or a workbench. I don't know about player inventory. Wow, there's a lot of slots. Okay, things have changed. I might go for the basin of water. I don't actually know what water necessarily gets us. Oh, do chores improved. Oh, because we get, the more we do it, the better we get at it. Doesn't look like I get any better at... it doesn't look like I get any better at resting, but that makes total sense. Let's see, virtue versus virtue. Vaguely about the same thing. Okay, so we're maxed on studying. We can run some errands, but also that's meaningless. I could also filch some pumpkins. I just want to see what a pumpkin gets me. Okay, task unlocked. Carve pumpkin, smash pumpkin. Okay. So this will give me pumpkin seeds and jack-o'-lanterns. That just gets me pumpkin seeds in general. Okay, sure. Let's carve some lanterns, just because why not? I'm curious about why we have that Halloween stuff going on. We're kind of outside of the Halloween time period, but hey, whatever. Okay, jack-o'-lantern. Light rate and fire rate. Oh, we definitely want these. Because they might not take up inventory space either. And so the more I can filch, the better. Okay, we also have different potions, Bubbling Brew and Jack-o'-lantern. But yeah, let's max out on all of these. Okay, so if we look at skill, yeah, we can still work on this. We still also have a skill point for Aquamancy. I guess I really should go back and max out my mage lore. Because I don't actually know if I want to go for Aquamancy on this one. Anything that lets me get my stamina back quicker is going to be the big one. Okay, so let's filch one more pumpkin. 2 more pumpkins. Actually, no, a lot more than 2 more pumpkins. Because each jack-o'-lantern gives me a light rate and a fire rate, and each pumpkin gives me an earth and a nature rate. So we kind of want all of those. What else do we have here? Activities, filch pumpkins. I wonder if you could almost kind of like program some of these in. Maybe. Probably not. Okay. Let's carve the last lantern. Because that'll max me out on these, and then we can switch over to just maxing out our filch. We could also get a seed sack, but they are expensive. Ooh, boy. Let's go back to home. Small chest. Increases max gold. Yeah, I think we need that. Let's see. And I could use up 2 space to get a iron chest instead, which would let me get more money. The big one is we need a better housing space, and currently we don't have anything of the sort. Man, this has actually come like a shockingly far distance since the last time I played. I actually kind of dig it. Okay, you know what? Let's go back to mage lore. I bet we're not getting any of our elemental effects. Because yeah, max water rate. Yeah, so we need some means of actually storing these things. Let's see. Is there anything else I could do? Max water, max research. Wallboy hits water point 2. But yeah, none of these exactly give me what I'm looking for. I know there was like a class chart somebody shared a while back with like all the different classes you could go. I think the last time I played, I was trying to go for like a doll construct build. That was interesting, but it never really felt like it went as far as I wanted it to. But maybe I just need to spend some more time. Okay, so we can get herbalism, which I think I did do an amount of herbalism as well. Or languages. Wordplay rate. Maybe. Let me take a look at home. Magic circle. I think we do want a magic circle. Okay. So cost, skill focus, autofocus. Quicken your skills with magic energy. Activity skill progress. Oh, so I can spend mana to boost whatever I'm currently doing. Problem is I don't know how to get magic back. Okay, magic. Wax candle. You also get an ablative barrier. Shields you from harm. Needs a ward source. Maybe we have one? Maybe the magic circle was it. But yeah, this way I can specifically burn mana to boost whatever I'm currently doing. Which we're going to want eventually. Okay, resting does get me my mana back as well. Okay, so I can just click and hold it, so I don't actually have to mash anything. That's nice. That means I can turn off my auto-clicker. As much as I use my auto-clicker for a lot of things, I don't actually like having it. It's not really that helpful. Anytime a game forces me to use an auto-clicker just to be able to progress at a reasonable rate is usually a game that I don't want to spend too much time on, if that makes sense. Because at that point, it's just forcing me to manually power the machine by clicking on it repeatedly, and that just kind of sucks. I'd much rather it just be, oh, you can click and hold, or, you know, we just don't have you do that at all. Can I just turn on autofocus? Oh, beautiful. But yeah, let's get our mage lore up to maximum, because each and every one of these increases my max spell list, max research, max arcana, and hits mana 0.2. I don't entirely know what that means. And then if I max this out, I believe we unlock the arcana skill. I don't want to specialize into aquamancy, herbalism. I might go for languages just because it seems like an easy shoe-in. Upgrade unlock Restless Nights. Where is that? No, seriously, where is that? I wish I could click on that and it would actually take me there. Oh, here it is. Affluence. Research 50. Gold rate. Good apprentice knows there are 30 hours of the day. So this would actually, this is not a bad idea. I'm going to switch to studying for a second. Let's get my knowledge back up. So this makes it so I slowly gain gold over time, and I also increases my skill rate, so I train faster. It seems worth it. Let's go back to home. Is there anything else I can do to boost my max mana? I don't think so. So what does this do? It's a magic circle. Oh, ward source. Cool. Bed, furniture, pets furniture. I don't know if I get the birdcage, it might let me get an animal companion. Potted milkweed gives me plants. We got some options there. Okay, let's grab Restless Nights. Then probably just go back to training mage lore. Because the other benefit is, the more I do of these, the faster everything scales up. So study improves. Oh, that's study. Let's see, what is Arcana? Don't know what I'm using it for. Don't know if I'm using it for anything at the moment. Let's see, player, rest, relax, bonus damage. Those are my upgrades. That's fine. Yeah, the main problem is none of these, at least at the moment, give me any cool passives that I want to hoard for. Nor can I really use that much. Let's see. Yeah, unfortunately, we're just kind of... Well, actually, you know what I could do? I'm going to do chores. As soon as we run out of mana, we switch to doing chores. Because I want to level up focus as well. Because that can level up as I'm doing things. Plus, it levels up do chores and gets me some money. Because otherwise I'm just sitting here waiting for things to happen. This at least gets me a little bit more going on. Oh, so focus actually applies to do chores as well. Okay, so yeah, really got to wait until we run out of that mana. Otherwise, we're actually slowing ourselves down with this. Keeping that in mind. It's interesting. All the different potential options. Let's see. And on the plus side, we actually have money now. There we go. Still going to take a while to get this done. It might be faster if I wasn't doing this, but the gold is useful. Okay. Yeah, if we can drastically improve my mana reserves, I won't have to do this as much. I mean, heck, if I can even get it to the point where focus costs 0.1 mana. But that's per tick. I'd wonder if there's a easy way. Okay, oh, we were idle. I guess we finished Mage Lore, it's done. So can I hide maxed? Yeah. I might do that, because what did this get me? Modifications, max research, spell list, max arcana. Yeah, I can't do too much. Okay. So now what do we do? Not too much. I was hoping that would unlock something else. I guess I'm going to grab languages. Does give me a portion of a skill point. I need a plant source for that one. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Do chores. 1. Yeah. Oh, of course, now we're maxed on... maxed on resources. Maybe I will do relax as 1. And just relax as soon as we're out of mana. That actually would probably be easier. Because it seems like focus really speeds us up here. So I can just set a couple of these to auto, roll it back. Because yeah, we want focus to improve a lot. Because the better it is, the faster my skills will improve whenever I use it. And we want to be able to quick train most of my skills. Because yeah, look at how much slower that goes without focus running. So definitely want to go that direction. I'd love to look into anything else that increases my mana. Oh, can we not... Yeah, we can't focus while studying. Good to know. Right, because studying doesn't... No, studying does get better. Huh. Oh, we're not going to be able to get the ablative barrier anyway. Okay, we're just going to go back to this. Turn autofocus back on. And then back to resting. Or relaxing. Sorry. We can't rest yet. We are a garbage little cretin. There is no resting. There is just being lazy in bed, presumably. Okay. So yeah, what's focus up to? Yeah, 0.86. Not bad. And it does look like I'm getting an amount of skill points here, so I can unlock other things if I want to. I know that's one of the big limiting factors, is that you can get yourself stuck in a hole for a little while. Or you quite literally cannot... you cannot progress because you don't have enough skill points to put into anything else. And that becomes a little tricky. Yeah, mage lore rate, max research. Research rate actually is kind of helpful. I don't know if that's auto. I think it is. Because that's the other one. If I can have just a whole mess of permanent perks. Okay, next up, let's just filch some pumpkins. We're going to just get that one last pumpkin. Okay, so we're done with that. Let's go back to studying. I guess I can get the ablative barrier. Run some errands. I don't actually know which is better. Running errands or doing chores. I think doing chores is better. Oh. Okay, so I could look into aquamancy. Yeah, we already have that. Oh, no. No, we do not. Because we can get 3 of these. And that boosts my max health. Which is probably worth it. Yeah, Apprentice. Disables clean stables, but I don't think we needed that. And we don't have anything to equip. Nothing in my inventory. I guess the big one is, do we max out Magic Circle? Maybe? Uses up a lot of floor space, though. I think maybe let's get the Iron Chest. Oh. Oh no, that does use up floor space. I'm straight up just might not even have the space for it. Yeah, we're maxed on money. Okay, so I'm going to sell the basin, buy the Iron Chest, sell the small chest. Because at least that gives me a decent amount of space for things. And yeah, look at skills. So we could get herbalism, max research in herbs, or we can go water. Does require that basin, or it does require me to buy the basin back, but maybe that's fine. Otherwise, I could get even more scrolls. Oh, furniture unlocked, brass candelabra. So that's furniture candle holder. Ooh, very good. Because we want those candles. Let's see, what else do I have? Yeah, the problem is it feels like I need to invest into something else just to be able to go anywhere. I'm not sure if running errands is worth it, all things considered. I'm just gonna relax and do chores instead. Yeah, it seems like doing chores is by and far the superior option. Yeah, I was hoping the pumpkins would count as a fire source. They do not. Let's see, because what else do we have? We do have a scroll rack, which could increase my research rate. Otherwise, I could get something like the workbench. I'm going to buy the workbench briefly. So we've unlocked crafting. I might want to invest into this, actually. Because it feels like crafting might actually get me some stuff. Yeah, so we can now scribe scrolls. And this also does get me more, in fact, it gets me even more skill points than anything else. Because that's a 0.01. That doesn't give me any skill points. This one, I'm only going to end up with a half point. Like half a skill point from completing this tree, but that's still a much better progression curve. I'm less likely to get stuck this way. I'll have to figure out other means of getting skill points with this system. Because I know you get it from these things, but you can get it from other stuff too. I think player leveling up, maybe. So maybe it's actually even easier than I remember. And should go much faster. Let's focus up to 1.2. That's really good. Yeah, maybe I should go for those candles, because it'll... I think the candles, if I check player wax candle, mana rate 0.02. So there's a very real possibility if I get the brass candelabra, we'd scale even further. One thing is I need a bigger living space than I currently have, and I have nothing. Okay, so upgrade unlocked Dreamcatcher. Okay, so we got some things. What does this do? It's a spirit source. Gold research, doesn't cost any space. Max spirit communion, yeah. So we can also bind skill book. Requires a codex. I'll have to figure out... Okay, bind codex. Okay, so we can scribe scrolls. Oh. Glossary unlocked classes. Okay, so I can become a scribe if I wanted to. It's an option. Let's see, we need research. So this could take some time. And I can't focus on researching harder. Yeah, let's take a look. So we have codices. Each one increases my research rate. And then spellbooks do even more, I think. So they increase my max research rate, arcana rate, and mage lore spell list 0.5. And then mage lore experience and wabo experience. Oh, boy experience. Whereas these, it doesn't actually say which of these. Oh, I see. So the effects are kind of the end. Well, do I want to do it? It looks like it can only have one spell book. So yeah, let's work on binding our spell book. Ooh, that takes a while. Burnt my mana to a dang crisp. But maybe that's fine. Yeah, I'll have to see if I can get even more of these at some point. But anything that gives me increased research rate... anything that gives me increased research rate, or really passive resources in general, is something I want. So we're going to try and... Well, we'll get this spell book, and then I'll go fill out my codices. I just don't know if I want to be a scribe. Because what would it give me? Gold rate, max research, arcana. I don't know, I want to see my options before I think I mess around with that. Task unlock, prestidigitation. So I can spend research to gain gold. Don't like it. Can also sell scrolls, but I don't want to do that. Let's see, I can also buy some scrolls. I mean, considering I'm currently not using my money for much of anything. Sure. Especially because I can just do chores while we're waiting. Because I'm just going to be relaxing. Oh, no, we need to study as well. Ugh. I wish there was something I'd spend my mana on. Other thing I could do is... let's see. I do get better at studying. Oh, this does also give me some arcana too. The other thing I could do is get the seed sack just to see if that gets me anything else. Who knows, I might be able to become some kind of silly pumpkin wizard. I don't know if I want to do that, but I did unlock Spell Pumpkin Bomb. Does damage, kind spooky, does cost a pumpkin per shot though. I don't think I like it. I don't think I'm gonna bother. But who knows? I mean, it does kind of support the theory that I could in fact become a pumpkin wizard. Yeah, it seems easier for me to just do chores by scrolls as I'm resting, and then just bind a codex periodically. Because we want to have as many codices as I can snag. because each and every one of them increases my research rate by 0.7. So if I can have the full 10, my research rate is going to be nearly 1 point per second just by default. How much does scrolls give? 0.05. Yeah, not even comparable. Oh, I must have leveled up in some way. Also, hold up. Player home, bookshelf. More codices and scrolls. Very good, does take up space. So I think we leave that for now. Okay. I'm like the weirdest magic student ever, just immediately engage in turbo capitalism for the sake of automating my way through everything. It makes sense. Let's see. What are we waiting for? I mean, it's mostly just money and enough to get another codex. Am I getting good at doing chores? I am. Next improvement, 29% though. Whew. That takes a lot to get there. At some point, we'll have to look into better ways of making money. I know there's prestidigitation, and maybe that's the trick. It will be the trick once we have all the codices. That's for certain. One immediate problem is scribing scrolls cost me a lot of research, so it's better that I actually just get it via work instead. Kind of. Can I actually just hold down the... No, I can't hold down the button. I was kind of hoping I could. I do actually like this. Even if progress is extremely glacial, it's a much more active management. I'm assuming many of you saw me do my video, do a video on Evolve a couple days ago. And, like, I really like that game. I think it's actually one of the better incremental games that I've played in a long time. Even though, yes, you are just sitting there waiting for the game to continue to progress. And as kind of like a minor status update, I am still playing it. I'm just about to reach space. I think I might have actually just built my launching platform like a couple minutes ago while this video is going on. Not that I specifically like want to spend too much time on Evolve, because like at this point it is idle. I play for about 5 seconds every 4 hours. Maybe I could manage it a little bit more actively than I do, but not that much. And so I like the idea of these incremental games, but I really wish I had a little bit more to do. And so admittedly here I'm mostly just managing meters and just doing chores as soon as it's filled up. But even then there is still that kind of tactile nature of I am doing a thing right now that improves my current status and scales me up in some way, shape, or form, and I like that. Oh, does the scribe does get me promotion and a skill point. So, like, that is an option if I want to go that direction. Let's see, I think at the very least, I want to get the seed sack. Ooh. Pricey, though. Okay, I'm going to let this run for a little bit. Do we want to get kind of good at prestidigitation? I think I'll set it up. We'll see what happens. Hey, so actually prestidigitation does not cost me research points, so... And it does get better as I do more of it. So I'm just going to leave that running for a moment, and I'm going to go take a look at the class tree system for a bit. Okay, so tragically for me, almost every... Ooh, we have a card deck. I don't know when... Oh, because we got prestidigitation probably leveled it up in some way, shape, or form. So we now have a card deck. Increases my luck by a bit. We can also grab at least a Blade of Barrier. And I should probably go back to grabbing some scrolls. Seeing as we're there. Let's see. Oh yeah, gold's low. I was doing this so I could get the seed sack, but oops. What does luck do? Luck. Half a point, and it does not say. Fair enough. Okay, so let's take a look. Trickery. Costs 2 skill points. Gets me luck and dodge. It does give me some skill points per level. Level 0. It doesn't say if any of these have like a maximum. Otherwise, I could look into some herbalism as well. Yeah, I was trying to look into classes. Become your master's personal scribe. The problem is, currently the wiki for this game is actually out of date. It's either out of date or it's poorly ordered. So the wiki link up here takes me to GitLab and the wiki with classes, but it's not sorted. And so I wanted to be like, hey, what's in tier 1? And it's like, sorry, this page doesn't exist. So I kind of have to just guess my way through. Let's see. And I'm not even sure if any of these are like super duper worth going after, because I could go for animal handling, which would let me promote. Yeah, event promotion. Is that even? Yeah, page doesn't exist. And unfortunately, okay, so I'm still tier 0. Going for the profession class is not the same as some of the other ones, sort of. So scribe just gets me some rates, some other things. I guess in that case, let's go back home. What do we have? I have a magic circle. Is it really that good? No, it's kind of worthless for me actually. So let's sell that. Let's buy a bird cage. So we've unlocked animal handling. I might also want to invest into... Oh, I guess I can sell the workbench at this point. I don't think I can craft anymore. Well, currently, I don't think I can craft anymore. Because I might as well take a look at what other skills we have access to it. So animal handling only costs 20 research and gets me some skill points. So actually that's huge. Okay, so now we have the Falconer class as well. I don't know if any of these specifically unlock any new features for me apart from promotion, which will then let me pick like my real first wizard class and some other abilities, but at the very least I want to see what my options are without having to go like too deep into any of these. I know there's a number of like weird silly tier 0 classes that I kind of missed. I know there's like Mystic Savant or something like that where you have to get like 5 Arcana without ever studying, which I actually could have and maybe should have looked into doing that, but oh well. It's not like it really deeply matters here. Okay, keep working on this. Upgrade unlocked Mule. Let's just take a look at that. Mule, mount. Doesn't require much training. Gold, distance, max inventory. So we've got upgrade unlocked Pack Mule. It's not a bad idea. Okay, let's go back to just relaxing by default because we want to get animal handling to max. Upgrade unlocked Old Nag, Bestiary. So what are the rest of these? So that requires a skill point. Herbalism does not. So I'm going to assume that a number of these T0 ones, like ignoring Aquamancy, a number of these I can just get into as kind of easy skill point farms early on anyway. Back to resting. Do kind of want that candelabra. I might actually get that sooner than later. What about Old Nag? So slot mount, further distance. We also have compiled bestiary. Let's see, costs one of my codices. That's not bad. Let's actually just work on that. Because I can just rebind a codice. Or a codex. Because this will increase my max research, my max animal handling, and my animal handling rate. And then we can look into herbalism for much the same reason. Let's see. General goal here is to just get as much done as I can on the lowest tier possible. Just because it feels like it's going to give me the most amount of options. Let's see. Ooh, that's a long one, though. That's kind of fine. Yeah, what else do we have? Because I could also sell scrolls for like a little bit of money, but not worth it. Yeah, vigor. Short-term exertions. That's probably for adventuring. I don't think we can travel yet, though. Like, I think we have to become independent first. And that's going to take a little while. Yeah, what else do we have class-wise? Like, there's all sorts of low-tier ones that I haven't played around with. And yeah, I really wish the wiki was sorted, so at least I could see, like, low-tier classes. Here's a question. Can I see what my virtue is? 88. So if I remember right, there is a class that unlocks for having a high virtue, compared to evil. Here's the one thing to check is, do any of these give me Waboy experience? I'm assuming no. Yeah. Carving lanterns does, interestingly enough. I don't think it's worth it. Okay, we did finish it. Perfect. Well, I do have to smash a couple of those. Let's go back to filching if we want. Oh, right, no, that's what I was doing. Because I want to get my animal handling up. And I might as well get it up to maximum, even if it's a little slow. It's not that slow, especially with the big focus boost that I'm rolling at the moment. I mean, I don't know if it's that big. 1.58 though, ain't bad. Let's see. Need pets. Tend the rabbits or horses. Does this count as a pet? A steed. So it does not. Well, we'll max this out before I mess around with too much. I'm just thinking, I'd like to clear out space for that candelabra. Because if I can get those 4 candles, that's probably going to do wonders for my mana regeneration. Well, let's see if this gets me anywhere. Sometimes you hit like a certain tier of a class and it's just like, or a skill, and it's like, you've unlocked something major and useful. And it's like, oh, okay. Part of the reason why I'm being slightly obsessive here, because some of these might be worth it. Okay, doesn't look like it. Player home. Sell the birdcage for the time being. We want to buy potted milkweed. Just cost some research, nice and easy. This will take no time at all. So we can become an herbalist. My focus is improved. Oh, well, yeah. We, of course, know that. Looks like I've got to get a couple more levels before we can actually do real herbalism. Okay, now we can gather herbs. But yeah, mostly focus on maxing these out. What is taking up all this space? Cot, milkweed, and the chest. Because the cot takes up 1 space, 2 spaces. Wait, that means I have space for something. Oh, but the brass candelabra is super expensive. That explains a lot. So nature studies, yeah, I don't know if I want to go that direction. Okay, focus improved, herb pouch. Yeah, we're just gonna max out each of these and see what they give me. Let's see, bestiary. Oh, that's not helpful. At least not at the moment. Okay, so I can do nature studies if I want to, but I think we mostly just want to gather some herbs while relaxing. This unlocks a whole mess of stuff. Yeah, note to self, do not press Control 3 as that switches to a completely different tab. Alright, so gather herbs is here. Do that while relaxing. Let's see, so herbal remedy also increases my max HP. This is part of the reason why I wanted to mess around with some of these. Max research, herbalism, and herbalism rate. Sure. Okay, and then I'll just hang out doing some prestidigitation. So these might be the only 3 classes that I have access to. I'm gonna look around a little bit. Let me see. Promotion. Okay, so we have Herbalist, Neophyte. I don't think I can do that. It says event promotion greater than 0. Research max greater than or equal to and spellbook greater than 1. So I don't think we have Neophyte unlocked. How about be the next one? So we have Scribe, Falconer, Herbalist, and then something about Neophyte, but not really. Grab another one of those. Back to prestidigitation, though that's going to burn most of my resources, but that's fine. Let's see. And I might as well gather herbs while I'm just chilling. Okay, so these are the 3 classes that I can go with. Herbalist would get me promotion, skill points, and experience. Interesting. So Herbalist gives me gold rate, max mage lore, max herbalism, and max alchemy. This gets me less mage lore, but gets me world lore. A little bit of gold. And then Falconer gives me mage lore, animal handling, nature 2. The interesting thing is, I get the most amount of skill points by going Herbalist. Which is tempting. The rest of these, unless world lore is actually really helpful. Which, I mean, it very well could be. Put this back here. Because I might as well max out my gathering herbs. Then I can study for a smidge. Not that I care too deeply for studying, since I get most of these resources back by default. The other option I have instead of prestidigitation is I could just run errands. Okay, there's another herbal remedy. Oof. Okay, and that's too expensive. I don't know. I also don't remember what I picked the last time. So the one benefit to potentially going Scribe is that increases my Arcana gain, which actually is quite useful. I want to say I was an herbalist the last time I played. And I have very little interest specifically in animal handling. Yeah, what is nature? Let me check skills. Yeah, potions rate. But yeah, unfortunately the wiki is just so absent of effects that it makes it a little tough. What is world lore? I think that's the big question. World lore. Knowledge of what has come before reveals what's not possible. Languages rate. Arcana max. Research. World lore does give 0.05 skill point. Oh, so maybe the reason why it's balanced in this way is because you get more skill points from like mage lore and world lore. Maybe. Because what about alchemy? Does that give much? No, actually alchemy just gives more. Okay, the other question is nature. What does nature give? Nature lore. Gives the least. So either I go herbalist again, because that would give me 2 points in alchemy, more herbalism. Or I go scribe. Oh, the one thing is I can't do any of these, in fact. I'm going to have to wait. Oh no, I'm going to have to study is the answer. Because I need Arcana. Well, I guess it's a good time for me to be working on my herbs then. I'm also decent. I'm an upstanding spellcaster. And one of my ads. 100 virtue. Cool. Yeah, I might as well gather some herbs. Logically, it sounds like I should probably go alchemy, but some part of me really wants to just go scribe and see where that takes me. So I think that's going to be the path that I take for today. Main problem is we just really need to get more Arcana. Well, I guess one thing I can do, I can sell a couple of my scrolls while we're just sitting around. Because I can just sell those and scribe them. Oh, but yeah. That's a hell of a lot of Arcana that I'm just going to have to wait for. Okay. Hey, do I do anything else? Nope. Yeah, we pretty much just wait for my Arcana to bump up to what I need it to be. Because, yeah, skill-wise... Oh, I never actually finished training herbalism. Oops. There we go. So, yeah, we have nature studies. Gets me max nature, nature rate. Max research, hits nature. And then trickery, which actually does give me an amount of skill points, too. But I don't know if trickery is valuable for anything. It requires prestidigitation above 25. I guess the main question is... Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course the wiki doesn't have a paid... a article for trickery. Let's see, how do you unlock the trickery skill? No, that's not what I want. Yeah, like I can get more trickery somehow, but no, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do too much. And I don't think this wiki is up to date, because it was telling me about a bunch of stuff that I don't have access to. Maybe? Maybe not, actually. Because, yeah, instead of becoming an adept, I could have maybe become a blue adept or a savant? A mystic savant? Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. There's too many options and it's too easy to get confuzzled. Am I not studying? I'm just resting, aren't I? back to books. Also really wish I could see how close I am to getting up to 2 points of Arcana. I think I'm going to go Scribe. Whatever gets me, I'm going for it. Just might take a bit. So now we've got the 2 Arcana. All we have to do now is just get 200 gold, and then we can dive into any of these. I think I'm going to go for Scribe. I'm curious about Falconer. Maybe I'll do that someday. And like Herbalist, I'm pretty sure I went down that tree. I do actually like Herbalism, especially because you can get herbs automatically just by having creeper vines, but I still think this is probably better. What is it? The only real benefit on this one is it gives me 1 world lore and half a point of mage lore. It does give me some more Arcana, whereas this one gets me another skill point, half a point less mage lore, but also boosts my herbalism and alchemy up by 2 each. That's tough. I'm legitimately unsure of which of these is better, to be entirely honest. It's also probably better that I just keep doing chores as opposed to prestidigitation. Not that chores scales up particularly fast, but I can do it while I'm resting. I just have to manually control it every once in a while. It also boosts my virtue by 1/3 of a point every single time, which is good. Because yeah, looking at this, unless world lore is really good, there's really not much reason for me to go for it. I can also get world lore if I can boost my languages past 6. It would cap it. It would cap it 2, but it increases my Arcana max, languages rate, research max, and travel skill max. I think we're going Herbalist again. Okay, alternate wizards for this tier will be unlocked. That's fine. So we have Neophyte. So now we have access to that. If I want to become a Neophyte. I think there are other alternatives. Where is Neophyte on this list? Not a freaking clue. Oh. I see. So we're still in the prologue. So I actually took maybe kind of too long. The only immediate problem is, oh, we're going to have to get more Arcana for all of this. Well, let's see what else we have. So we can actually travel now. We can go adventuring. To Sunny Field. Gets me some gold. Okay, I might need to rethink this a little bit. I suck. Let's flee. This is not worth my time. So we could go to the training grounds. But I think I need a weapon or something. I do have Pumpkin Bomb, if I want to learn it. But casting the spell costs a pumpkin, and that's a little tricky. So we have some extra options. We actually have a lot. Let's see, I already have a workbench. Scribe scroll result scrolls, bind codex. Bind codex scrolls cost. Oops. That might have been helpful earlier. Let's see, max research languages. What does pedestal give me? Improve study habits. Well, first and foremost, can I go anywhere other than the alcove? No space remaining, sell items or move to a new home. That's tough. Yeah, because I have options here, but I'm kind of limited in them. I guess I might want to invest in a couple of these. Let's get my alchemy up first. Or not my alchemy, my herbalism. Because each of these gets me a portion of a skill point. Let's see. And then I can look into some other things. I actually have a lot of skill points that I can work around with. Do we have any other big upgrades I could snag? Both of the herbal remedies. Knowledge breviary. Okay, max mage lore rate, and study arcana. So actually that's good. We just need to get a pedestal before I can buy it. But that isn't the worst idea. Because yeah, you can grab these upgrades and then get rid of the thing that was required to get them in the first place. So let's go back to this. And there's some question on whether or not this is worth it. Oh, and leveling up my Arcana gets me... Or leveling up my Mage Lore increasing my Arcana a little bit, so I don't have to wait. Okay, let's invest in that, because getting Herbalism back up is going to take a while. Let's see. So we now also have Spirit Communion. Seeing the Unseen might not be a bad idea. Max Research, Max Spirit rate. Sure. Let's just crank my Spirit up a bunch. I don't know what it gets me. Spell unlocked Call Spirit, Resource unlocked Spirit. Okay, so let's take a look at spells. Call Spirit, Scrolls 5, Spirit 5. Wisp. Max, amount 1, max unlimited. No idea. Spell unlocked, Revive. Okay, let's max this out first, then we can look into it. Okay, and spell unlocked, Calming Murmurs. Let's see. Oh, Minor Mana. What is this one? Learn that. Memorize it. I'm going to go back to relaxing. I don't know what memorize does. Okay, the rest of these are going to require some scrolls, which, yeah, I should probably remember to scribe scrolls. We don't need to gather herbs. In fact, I should probably sell a bunch of herbs, seeing as we get them automatically. Oop. Let's gather herbs. That's mage lore. Let's see. I can also buy the next seed sack if I want to earn. Bone Dust, Umbromancy, Spirit Communion rate. Okay. How many of these can I get? 3. We need more spirit knowledge. We need things. I'm going to go back to this. Spells. Really wish I could just have a couple of these manually. Okay, let's just level this up. Umbromancy, but we need a shadow source. Go back to Herbalism, max that out as much as I can. Skill unlock Divination as well. What does Divination get me? Some skill points. Art of Foretelling. I mean, seems to go well with the whole spirit business. Let's see if Herbalism level 10 gets me anything fun. Okay. And I should just be kind of chilling with any of these. So it doesn't look like Herbalism level 10 got me anything. Skill points, yeah. Max research and herbs, also yeah. But nothing more. Back to this. I'm going to have sell herbs as my 4th. I'm just going to periodically sell all of my herbs, because why not, right? Okay, so what else do we have? Not much of anything. We'll do chores while we wait. Back to herbalism. Oh. You know, we didn't invest it all into alchemy. Because I can't. Huh. I guess I should probably grab nature studies. I do have a lot of skill points for this kind of thing. Otherwise I could do divination. Let's do divination. Spirit magic just seems kind of like it has some options. Okay, so spell unlock guided strike, so that gives me a little bit of something. Still no attacks. Call spirit. Let's learn that one. This is 5. What does memorize do? Oh. Yeah, I feel like I'm supposed to be able to do something with that. Okay, so what is Call Spirit? Name Wisp, amount 1, max unlimited. Spirit Communion experience. Pretty sure it doesn't do me any good, though. So the question is, do I waste a skill point to get nature studies? Maybe. Let me check something. Okay. Oh, it's called Nature Lore here. So Nature Mastery is at level Nature Lore level 10. Magic Beasts. You know, I'm not actually sure if that gets me much of anything. Okay, let's go back to spells. Calming Murmurs. What's this do? Oh, requires a spirit gem. I don't even know how to do those. So, spirit. Oh, so summoning is different from call spirit. Can I check? Is there like a list of how many spirits I have? It doesn't really say anywhere. So, revive. Call back to life a week, up to level 6 humanoid or goblin from the minions tab only. Or guided strike. Okay, so it's an accuracy buff. We also have magic missile, which I should probably learn. And then prismatic spray. Damage scaling spell mana, kind mana, targets enemies, magic missiles. Mage lore experience, both give mage lore experience. I guess I should probably be adventuring a little bit more. Especially to grab some loot. Let's see. Sell herbs. Oh, we're maxed on that though. Well, let's get the next level of urn. Let's go back to home. Do any of these... Are any of these a shadow source? Probably not. I think that's something I'm going to have to find elsewhere. Max spirit gems. Reliquary is way too damn big, though. Oh. Rusty cage. Would work. But I think I do other things. Let's take a look. Need some more Arcana for that. I think we just go on an adventure. Let's go to the training grounds. Because I can just magic missile a couple of times. Okay, immune to blunt. Well, it seems like magic missile works against the spell absorber. Wait, I have a hammer? No, I just have my fists. Okay. The main question is there an actual benefit to being here? I do not know. Oh, okay, so I can conjure a spirit. Estimated damage. There was defense. Okay, so I can conjure spirits periodically as well. I was wondering about how that was supposed to work. Unfortunately, I think a lot of this is going to take a while. We have to wait for our next Arcana before I can rank up. I can spend a bunch of time studying, but that sucks. And is going to take a while, so probably leave that for later. Yeah, gold, research, and Arcana. So I don't think I'm going to be ranking up here on camera, at least not today. But I did have fun with this. I love Arcanum. I think it's one of the more interesting incremental games purely because it is like a full-on RPG and you have all sorts of layers to it. And there's so many things you can do kind of within that. I think it suffers a little bit just from everything taking maybe too long, but that's okay. It's not that this really needs to be this like extremely fast-paced thing, but I could see a much faster and possibly slightly visual version of it actually being really cool. And I'd love to see that happen someday, but I also recognize that it's a lot of math and numbers and things that might not translate that well visually. It's one of the only games where it feels like you really are building a wizard up from scratch. And that is really hard to match and makes me want more. I should look into alternatives, but for now at least, I think I'll be leaving it here. And probably playing this a little bit on my own here and there. Or who knows, maybe I'll just come back in for incremental soup someday. Maybe. But what was I going to say? Right. If you do want to play Arcanum yourselves, it is available on just like via the GitHub link that I'm going to drop in the description below. Like I said, it's one of the better kind of slow, idle incremental games. But yeah, it is a very slow burn. So if you are looking for a game to really sink your teeth into over the course of a couple hours, no. If you want something to have running on a side screen while you're just chilling, this is very much that kind of game. But for now at least, I guess if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, it helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.